Hello, everyone, and welcome to another episode of the Weekly Freddy. To say that this week has been hectic is a bit of an understatement. I don't know if everyone knows, but I'm an actor, so I go out and audition. And lately the season has been kind of slow for me. It goes from 2 months of 1 or 2 auditions to right now everybody and their mothers is calling me to audition. I'm extremely grateful for it. But it came at the time that I just started working another job. I am a little razzled. Is that a word? Frazzled? Who knows? I am doing a children's theater show. I will not mention what it is because I feel like I am a little bit too profane in order to associate my name and the Children's Museum, and I don't want to get fired. So I went to work the other day, and so the day went wonderfully, went very smooth, and I had to leave a little early because I had an audition that I already had set. On my way out the door, I'm headed to my car, and I take off my backpack that's full of all of my audition stuff, and my scripts, and my stapler, and all my, all the good stuff. I am taking off my backpack, and as I'm taking off my backpack, the weight of it hits my arm, and I have my phone in my hand, and my phone decides to do a suicide jump and jumps right off and face down. And guess what happens, guys? Guess what happens? Come on, take a guess. That happens. I've never done that before. It's never happened to me. I've never cracked a phone like this before in my life. Why does it happen? I don't know. Karma? Did I do something bad? Why? I couldn't get mad because I had an audition in a few minutes and I couldn't, harness that energy of being angry and I need to be focused when I'm there. So I went on about my day and I think I killed that audition that I went to, so hopefully you'll be seeing me in something soon, who knows. The story that I really want to get to is what happened to me today. I don't know what I did to deserve half the things that were happening. Here's where the problem started. They started the night before. So last night, I'm warming up, I'm going over my material and everything because I like to warm up before I go to bed because it tends to make it a little easier for me to get right back into it in the morning. So I'm going over my music and I'm realizing that my voice is just it doesn't want to do anything I want it to do. So morning comes and I wake up later than I really want to. Like I had an alarm set on my watch, I had an alarm set on my phone, and by an alarm I mean I had like 10 alarms on my phone and I had like 10 alarms on my watch. That's just how I work, because if I just set one, I will never wake up. My brain will be like, oh, that never happened. Oh my god. I was just so mad at myself this morning. Eventually, after about an hour of alarms going off, yes, I set my alarms very early so that my body is like, you are getting up no matter what, and it will keep on going, whether it's on my wrist vibrating like 1,000 times or on my phone that's going beep, 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 like making crazy sounds and stuff like that. I'm gonna wake up. Oh, you wanna wake up today? Well, we're not going to wake up because we don't feel like it. So I force myself out of bed, and as I force myself out of bed, I start to warm up as usual. My voice is like, we don't want to work today with you, Freddy, because we're not ready. Ah! So I decided to sit down, take a minute to myself, and do what I said to do last week. Look at myself in the mirror, tell yourself, you can do this. You can do it. You're allowed to do this. You're great. Everybody thinks you're great. You're more than capable of this. That calmed me down, and I got to my vocalization. Luckily, I got the train right in time. Got to New York, got to Penn Station. It's a little bit different for me because I have to get on the one train instead of just getting off at Penn Station and walking straight to my destination. As I'm on the one train, they start saying things over the loudspeakers or intercom, whatever the hell you want to call it. They're saying that there's going to be a little bit of a delay. I would basically make it there 30 to 45 minutes in advance, which I don't like doing. I like getting there about 10 to 15 minutes beforehand, because I don't like to be surrounded by everybody that's like, practicing their music and then talking about the last show that they were in and stuff like it just takes me out of that mindset of me like, I'm here, I want to get the job, I want to show you what I can do, and that's it. I don't care if I make friends over here or make friends over there, I'll make friends on the job. That's it. We get to the first stop, and they're like, okay, there's traffic ahead of us, so we're gonna have to wait a few minutes before that clears, and then we're clear to go. So then, at each stop, it starts to get progressively longer and longer until it got to the 3rd or 4th stop where they said, okay, this train is no longer in service. You are on your own. Go fuck yourself. They didn't say that, but they might as well have. I was about 40 blocks away, but those blocks are big. You can't walk that in 30 minutes. That's a mile and a half. What do? I could try to walk it, look at my map. No way in hell I'm gonna make it in time. So I hail a taxi. So here's where the hilarity ensues. So I hail the taxi, I get in the taxi, and I tell him to go to blah 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 Broadway. So we head on our way. What the fuck is that? Tell me how this bitch-ass taxi driver decides to fart in the car. Why? The windows were closed. Bitch, I don't want to bask in your ambience. And for me, I thought to be polite because I'm like, maybe that, you know, there's construction going on outside all the time. Maybe we just, you know, passed an open manhole or something. No. Because this shit lingered. It was not us passing a sewage line or anything like that. It was his stanky ass that laid a nasty one. Before I have a mental breakdown, just take me to 133rd. Please. And at this point, I'm about, I think, 20 minutes late. I'm not like this. I'm not late for things like this. I don't do this to myself. I'm on time for these important things. Please believe me. When we finally got there, I just thanked him. And as I thanked him, I decided to give him a tip and told him to wipe his stinky ass because he might have sharded himself. So I walk inside and I'm met by 2 security guards. There's the one security guard that's sitting down, and then there's the other one that's really tall that towers over me, which isn't really hard because I'm only like 5'4". What do I do? And the lady that's sitting down is dealing with somebody else, but she's not saying anything, and this lady looks like she's annoyed and having a bad day, and then the tall guy's just looking at me and then looks away and doesn't say anything, so I'm like, hello, what do I do? Where are you going? I'm going to the 5th floor. Okay, let me take your ID. I know that's really horrible and probably super offensive, and I probably shouldn't have done that, but it's gonna go in the damn video anyway, because I don't give a fuck. So I give her my ID, and she puts it down, and she continues dealing with the other lady. Meanwhile, there's the other security guard that has the same sheet in front of him to sign in and stuff, and he's not doing anything. And I'm looking at my watch, trying to be like, hey, I'm looking at my watch, I'm impatient. I don't want to be an asshole, but I'm impatient. Okay, so let me write all this down. She hands me a sticker and I'm like, okay, thank you. And then the other security guard looks down at me and he's like, oh, okay, here's a sticker. Bro, you're standing like literally a foot away from her. She just gave me a sticker. Did you not just see it? What are you doing? You're so tall that you can't see what's going on down here with the little people? Like, yeah, I'm not that small, come on. Let me have your ID. What are you doing? Where's your brain? So he takes my ID that's already on the desk that's right next to the other lady that's dealing with this other lady that's having a hissy fit or something, I don't know. Finally, the dude takes my information and they still have my ID card. Do I take my ID with me? Are you keeping it? Are you putting it somewhere? Oh, no, here you go. Thanks, thank you. After he gives me my I can't talk today. So I walk into the elevator, finally, because it finally fucking arrives after 10 hours. The gates of heaven just opened up to me, and the angel sang to me, and Gabriel blew his fucking horn. He blew his lungs out and everything for me to walk into that elevator. And then when I walk in, I get really nervous because I see there's 2 openings to the elevator, and I don't know which way I'm supposed to go for the floor that I'm going to. Is it like red pill, blue pill? Like, do I have a choice here? Thankfully, only one door opens, because if not, I would have been lost as hell. The floor that I'm on is a maze. Finally, I see some signs that are around this maze that I have been lost in for a few minutes, and I head there, and lo and behold, I see the monitor, and I give her my headshot and my information, and it seems like they're running late, so I didn't really make it there late. All of that shit, and I wasn't even late. They would have seen me regardless because they were seeing people all day. Oh, jeez. And just so you know, the audition, I think, went great. I went in there, sang my song, sang my little heart out. They asked me to sing another song because they wanted to hear more from me, because possibly that's how good I am. And hopefully you'll see me in that show too. Thank you so much for sitting through that rant with me, because my brain wanted to explode today from all of that. Remember, as I said last week, doesn't matter. You can do it. Believe in yourself. Just do it. You guys are awesome. I love all of you. And I hope you enjoyed this episode of the Weekly Freddy, coming at you 'cause it's Friday. Enjoy your day 'cause you're awesome, and peace.